and what is best for our children in Spotsylvania County Public Schools was made clear to GR recruiting. We wanted a superintendent who was a trusted leader with an educational background. Mark Taylor has zero experience in education, opting to homeschool his own children years ago. We have no deputy superintendent, director of student resources, finance director, or director of human resources in Spotsylvania County. It's a sinking ship at the helm of our chairman and our vice chairman, who allow their friends to verbally assault and bully mothers and children at board meetings with no consequences. They violate their own policies at every single meeting. They even swear from the dais, and have since the very moment they took office by terminating without cause our previous superintendent, Dr. Baker. So it's a little fishy that Mr. Twig, our chairman, is now wanting his friend appointed as superintendent. How can this board approve or accept a recommendation for a superintendent that was sent without public knowledge, without a public vote, and that violates the law? More importantly, there have been 5 meetings and one that was rescheduled from yesterday to Friday. That's ample time to hold a vote without identifying the confidentiality of a candidate. As Republicans, we believe in transparency. Mr. Taylor is not qualified to address the needs of our students, nor does he fit the job description criteria, and being a former county attorney is a direct conflict of interest for several parents in our county. Our chairman nor vice chair have the power to act in this capacity alone to recommend a candidate for licensure.
It is public knowledge that Mr. Taylor and the chair of our school board, Kirk Twig, have a long-standing and close friendship. Mr. Taylor was aware he was applying for option 4 superintendent certification, the only certification option under 8 VAC 2023-630 that requires a board, not board member, recommendation. So I ask you now, how could Mr. Taylor not know the recommendation was unlawfully provided by his friend Kirk Twig? As a Spotsy school board member, I absolutely can say the Spotsylvania County Public School Board never approved a recommendation by a lawful public vote for anyone this year. It is possible that Twig, who has been accused multiple times, has possibly broken the law again. This time, he not only took away my vote and the voice of Spotsylvania's parents and citizens, but he is also trying to manipulate you. Still, the question for you is, did the option 4 candidate before you knowingly submit an unlawful recommendation with his application? Does Mark Taylor share a role in Twig's possible manipulation of each of you, the Board of Education? If you feel that is the case, you should deny this option 4 application, if only to maintain the integrity of our state laws, your board, and the superintendent certification process.
An option 4 candidate on your list of superintendent candidates was one of the 2 superintendent finalists in Spotsylvania. For his name to be on your list, he would have had to have a complete application. For his application to be complete, he would have had a recommendation from the school board. I'm here to tell you that never happened. Whatever the Department of Education received from the chairman of Spotsylvania School Board was fraudulent. The application was incomplete. If anyone says something differently, please check the minutes or the videos. Virginia Code 22.1-71 states, school board members shall have no organization or duties except such that will be assigned by the school board as a whole. The school board as a whole did not vote or authorize the chairman to send a recommendation for superintendent licensure for anyone to the Virginia Department of Education. The chairman did not have the authority to send a letter from the board. I had no knowledge of the letter being sent, and the public, the parents, had no knowledge because there was no action taken. Therefore, the candidate's application must be considered incomplete.